What is going on, everybody? If you don't already know, I go by Philly Mike, and this is the Philly Talk Podcast. Today, we have a special edition. About a month ago, it's been. I came on here and I had a contest for whoever would win the contest could jump in and be in a live stream with me. It was supposed to happen sooner, but he's busy. I'm busy. He was the winner. He goes by Nick, so he won the competition. And let us know a little bit about you.
Hey, what's going on, Mike? I appreciate this offer, man. I'm psyched to have won that, man. I really appreciate it. I got lucky, like I said, I got drawn out of a hat, and I've been rocking with you since day one. I've been thinking about getting my own Philly channel going. I just been honestly working a lot. I'm a South Philly, South Jersey kid, so I love the birds. When I discovered your channel, like I said, I think you just started, Mike. So I've been rocking with you and since day one, man. So I can't thank you enough, bro.
Appreciate it. So, what's going
Sure.
on, everybody? Stephen Joyce, Devin King, Murph DeKenzo, Jotel, what's going on, everybody? Yeah, so like I said, a month ago, I had a video, and it was pretty much put the word hashtag Eagles in the video, and you will be entered into a drawing to win a chance to, get on here and speak your piece on the Philadelphia Eagles. And we're going to continue this. This is the first one, but we will do this more. So just make sure you stay tuned into the video. When I shouted out to put the hashtag Eagles, we figure it out and we get you on here for a live stream. So with that being said, I know we've talked on my channel about the draft, the off-season additions, the fact about the schedule just being released, all that good stuff. But Nick, let me ask your opinion. What do you give our draft grade? What grade do you give our draft? And what was some of your favorite things and your worst things of this draft?
Um, I mean, honestly, you were talking a little bit earlier. I think our draft was a little underrated. Um, I mean, I like what we did, to be honest with you, for the most part. Like I said, I think Kevon Wallace is gonna be something huge in this league, man. I really said to you, like I said to you earlier, I think he's gonna be that Dawkins, that Malcolm Jenkins role. He can do a lot. Um, I really think he's gonna be a star in this league. Besides that, man, Jalen Rager, us getting him at first, a lot of people are kind of a little taken back by it, but I really like him. We said we wanted to add speed, and I feel like that's really what we went out and did. I mean, I feel like Hightower is gonna be. I feel like he could be a starter for sure this season, man. I really do. I honestly almost feel like him, Kez Watkins, and Rager could all be honestly starters, perhaps. You know what I mean? Hold on. Sorry, my little 3-year-old's up my butt here.
I definitely hear you.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, honestly, I liked it. I know the Jalen Hurts thing really troubled a lot of people. But you know what, man? That's kind of the direction that the league's going in, man. The Lamar Jackson, the Mahomes, all that. I feel like it's not a bad thing to have, backing up Wentz is what I'm saying, trying to get at. So I don't know if you agree with me, Mike, but you give me your feedback, man. I mean, that's kind of how I feel, though.
Oh yeah, I agree with you. At the end of the day, that Jalen Rager pick caught me off guard 100%. I'm still not happy with it in the sense of I think it's going to pay more dividends than what something else we could have got at that point will do for us. But he's a Philadelphia Eagle. I'm going to support him no matter what. It is what it is, and hopefully it pays off. Whether it be the Taysom Hill type plays, whether it be him actually stepping in because Carson getting hurt, we will have to wait and see. But I'm optimistic. Real quick, Lawrence James, I hit you with that wrench real quick. But yeah, so like I said, I like your take on the whole draft. It was interesting. I think we really did big things on day 3. You talked about Kevon Wallace. I love that pick. That's probably one of my favorite picks. I think he's going to be able to be an impact player right away, not as a starter, but we do a lot of 3 safety looks. We do a lot of big nickel, so he can come in and make an impact week 1, I believe. Let's see how OTA goes with all this pandemic going around. But I like that.
Right, and that's what I've been thinking, man. And I mean, free agency, I feel like for us was like a huge win, man. To be honest with you, I feel like the free agency was kind of a little bit better than our draft. You feel me? Um, just because we added speed, yeah, but we got some vets. We got some younger, you know what I mean? We got people been in there for a minute, been around for a little bit. I feel like Darius Slay was obviously necessary to make that move, man. He hands down he's got to be placed on the best receiver we're playing against. Every game he has to be on that top receiver. And I feel like whatever they want to do with the addition of Will Parks, Jalen Mills. Stop it. All right. Sorry, guys. My little man going wild right now. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, and the whole Javon Hargrave, bro, to me was just like the most underrated, thing that happened in the offseason, bro. I really think him and Fletcher Cox together is just going to be something. And Malik Jackson, bro. Now he's going to be healthy and be back. I can't complain. So
on that note, out of all the offseason moves that we did, if you look at the contract and what their impact will be, who would you like more? Who's going to have a bigger impact in your mind when it comes to Hargrave or Big Play Slay?
That's a really good question, bro. Man, I want to say Slay, just because mostly the fact that we haven't had a shutdown corner in how long, man? Asante Samuel. We're going way back here. You know what I mean? I don't mind who we've had the past few years. Don't be wrong. We won a Super Bowl in 2017. I'm not knocking them, but I feel like Darius Slay is one of them shutdown corners. He can take on that top receiver for you, and you don't have to worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we haven't had that safety net in a long time. At least to that extent. So I know I'm kind of contradicting myself. I said Hargrave was a big steal, but I guess I'm saying I'm going to go with Slay because I've wanted that for so long. I've been missing that shutdown corner, man, with the Eagles. I feel like it's been a huge need of ours, and we haven't addressed it, for a long time. And now we finally did. And I mean, Hargrave's gonna be great too. I hope so. I love both of them, but I'm gonna go with Slay. I don't know about you, but.
All right, to real quick, Lawrence James, appreciate the super chat, my guy. And so the chat agrees with you. We have Reese say Slay, Brian say Slay,
there you go.
Slay.
That's what I'm saying,
Superhero, baby. Slay. We got a lot of Slays. I agree with that. And like I said, on another note, Hargrave, like you said, I think he's going to be able to do work. He's going to elevate Fletcher Cox game so much. Malik Jackson coming back. It's going to be able to rotate. Malik Jackson can play on the outside too. I think our D line is going to be fresh. When the opposing offensive line is gassed in the fourth quarter, the rotations we're going to have, especially if we get another guy like a Jadeveon Clowney and or Everson Griffin, this D line is going to be hungry, energetic in the fourth quarter where other teams are starting to die out. Michael Hill said Darius Slay has been in the Pro Bowl the last 3 seasons when Detroit hasn't made the playoffs, and we didn't need a shutdown corner. Big facts, 100%.
Exactly.
And like I said, for people who just tuned in here, he goes by Nick. He doesn't have a YouTube channel yet. He's thinking about starting one. How he got on here was a month ago. Like I said, we should have did this sooner, I should say. But stuff happens with everything going on. But I had a video. And the video said, put the number put hashtag Eagles in the video for a chance to get a drawing out the hat and get to be on the live stream to say your take on the Philadelphia Eagles. So we did get a couple people interested. It was like maybe 15 to 20 people. And when I pulled the name out of the hat, I pulled out Nick's name. So glad to have him on here to talk a little bit more. So
yeah, man, like I said, that I was really fortunate enough to get that selection, man. Like I said, I've been rocking with you since day one, man. You know, like I said, I've been looking forward to it, bro. I know we both busy and everything. So I'm glad we could get together today. I know it's Mother's Day and all. If there's any moms out there watching, Happy Mother's Day. I'm a father, so I give respect to all the moms out there. Hopefully I can get a channel starting up soon. Like I said, if I do, I'm definitely gonna be looking to my boy Mike right here for some little bit of help and knowledge on it. But you know what I mean? Hopefully I can get something rocking soon. I've been so busy working. I appreciate, everyone watching. So like I said, I'm thrilled, man. You know what I mean? I'm happy to be talking to Eagles, especially with this whole pandemic and no sports on, man. I know Sixers right now.
It's rough.
I'm glad the draft happened, but man, I'm hurting, bro. I don't know about you, Mikey.
Yeah, it's rough. I mean, the last dance is something to look forward to. I think it's something basketball competitiveness you could just see that kind of came out in the right time. But yeah, definitely hoping that the football season stays on point with starting when it needs to. I do want to get your take on the schedule now. With like I said, we know
that would be awesome. You know what, man? I don't know. I had mixed feelings about the schedule. At first, I looked at it like it was a little rough, man. But lately I've been looking at it more and more, and I'm like, you know what? It's up and down, man. It's I feel like we got to get off to a quick start. I really think we could win at least the first 3 games would be great. Obviously going into San Fran, they only got better this offseason, this drafts. You feel me? So that's definitely one of the games that concerns me more than others. It was like a win type situation. But honestly, after that, it's like, you know what? The Cowboys, their O-line's getting old, you know what I mean? A little older. They got CeeDee Lamb and all that, but you know what? Their receivers were always good anyway. They had Gallup last year, and they got Amari Cooper. You know what I mean? They got Zeke at running back. Like, they were already stacked offensively the way I looked at it. Would you stop it? But the way I look at it, like, I really don't think divisionally we have much to worry about. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people are going to sit there and call us out about Dallas and debate that whole thing. But, I mean, Daniel Jones and the Giants, and then, you got the Redskins. I'm really not worried about that. To be honest with you, I think we're a much better team. But like I said, that stretch, man, when we got I know we got the Ravens early on. That's going to be a big game. Don't get me wrong. That's going to be one of the toughest games. And I think the hardest stretch, though, is going to be, what is that? That Seahawks, Packers, Saints, little, one after the next, man, we got. And it's like, some are away, some are home, whatever the case is, man. That's a rough stretch, man. So that I want to say that, and then the beginning, the Ravens, Steelers, and I think it is who is it? I can't remember. Someone else said that. You correct me if I'm wrong. Like, I don't know. You might know better than me off the top of my head right now. But
in the beginning, I think it's Washington.
It's the beginning. It's like, what is it? It's the Ravens, the Steelers, correct, and then someone.
Washington, Rams, Bengals, Steelers, Ravens, I believe.
Okay. So that the end of that stretch is a little rougher. That's why I say I think the key is us getting off to a fast start. We obviously haven't been able to do that the last couple of seasons. But I really think adding the speed that we have and the talent we acquired in free agency is going to be, I think we're good to go. Hopefully the whole, the whole pandemic thing doesn't ruin too much of the off season for all the players, the new guys and stuff like that. I know it's got to be a little rough, Hopefully they get their OTAs and all that stuff in, but um, you know,
I
it
agree.
kind of is what it is at this point, right?
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, let's get to some of these chats. Like I said, a lot of people have us winning. Some of them say 12-4, 11-5, some 10-6, a lot of double-digit wins. It is a tough schedule, but I do think we can pull some stuff out. Snapback Jug, what's going on? He said our D is gonna be good because we angry. Hey, I ain't mad at that. Um, I'm tired. I'm at 11-5.
Yeah, I'm looking at some of the comments right now too myself.
Bashir, what's going on? 12-4. I think Cindy, he's and Anthony Rodriguez. I think Cindy Jones has a big year with Slay. I do believe the person who plays opposite of Darius Slay is going to be able to elevate their game because Darius Slay will chase, shadow, follow, however you want to call it. And so you never got to worry about your second DB being matched up against the number one on a team.
I totally agree with that one. I mean, I think if you remember last season, Sidney Jones, man, he had some of the biggest plays at the end of the season last season. So he really I feel like he kind of redeemed himself. He showed me that he can still ball out. At least on some plays, some key plays.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not saying he's gonna be no Darius Slay, but I feel a little bit more comfortable with him playing. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know how you feel about Jalen Mills getting moved. What do you think about that, Mike?
Well, that brings me into this hot take. Murph DeKenzo said, hot take, Jalen Mills makes the Pro Bowl at safety. That would be interesting. That would be very interesting. My take on Jalen Mills is this. Some of the things that you could see in his game that he did bad, biting on double moves, a little bit too over aggressive and stuff like that. I think it's going to be able to hide some of them flaws playing safety. He did play safety in college. I do think he's a guy who can tackle. He's a guy who can make plays on the ball. He's fast. So I think his game translates to playing safety pretty good. But I don't think we're going to see Jalen Mills play safety only. I think he's going to mix and match it. I think you're going to see Will Parks. I think you're going to see Kevon Wallace later in the year move around. I think you're going to see Jalen Mills play some corner, play some safety. We have a lot of versatile players.
I didn't. He did.
No. Oh, you can.
Woo.
But
Edwards needs to play big. I think DJ Edwards gonna be a beast.
He has talent. He has talent.
Yeah, I think Jalen Mills gonna be. I think he's gonna be really good, man. To be honest with you, I like his swag. You know what I mean? He brings that. I don't know what I want to call it. Not just swag. He brings like that attitude. He brings like that attitude to the team. You know what I'm saying? So I like that a lot.
I agree. 2 times he said we assume Slay's going to shadow a receiver. I don't think Schwartz ever had a man shadow a receiver. I agree, but I think there's no way you can't allow it. I think you have to let Darius Slay shadow. I think he wants to shadow. I'd be very disappointed if he doesn't shadow, but we're gonna have to wait. It's gonna be a wait and see. I think we have the potential to go 13-3, but also can fall to 7-9. That's a big window right there. That's a huge window.
Yeah, you're right about that, man. You're right. It could go either way, honestly. I don't know, man. I got like mixed feelings. Obviously, I feel like we go far away. It's just it's a little rough schedule, man. You know what I mean? It is a little rough. Like I said, I wasn't thinking it was too bad at first, and it's like now that I'm looking over, it's like I said, we got some tough stretches, but I still think we're the best in our division. I honestly do. I really do. I think as long as we stay healthy, that's the main key. And obviously, and if we, can get some of these younger players going early on. And, like I said, Deshaun can stay healthy. We need D-Jax to stay healthy for at least a few games in the beginning, man. You know what I mean? Because we can set all these other receivers in, bro. Because you see what he did to Washington last year. You know what I mean? He tore them up. He torched them. And then, unfortunately, that was all we got to see from him. But, but I still feel like, too, our running squad, I feel like Sanders and, Boston Scott they still got a lot to show for themselves. And I feel like Corey Clement going to come back with some I really feel like he's going to come back strong. I really do. I think he honestly might be able to be one of them third backs, filling in. Not necessarily like that bruiser role, but a little bit. And then we got Elijah Holyfield, too. I mean, I was watching tape on him earlier, bro, and the dude's a monster. I mean, he's got 3 defenders on me. He's just running right through them, and they're hanging on to him for dear life, man. So, if we can get him going just to play that Jordan Howard type of role that we're missing now, that would be awesome.
I agree. Look, Charles Smith said, I think we need to adjust our personnel according to who we are playing on offense and defense. For example, against the Cowboys, we could play Slay, Jones, and Strap for size. That's also what I think. I think the way the Eagles are set up, the versatility that Will Parks can play nickel, he can play safety, Mills can play corner, can play safety. We got a lot of guys who can move around, and so I do like that style of play. Devin King, appreciate the super chat, my guys. Sidney Jones can guard a number 1 receivers when he's healthy. We did. Listen, at the end of the day, he stepped up big at the end of the year for us. He just wasn't doing it consistently for 60 minutes. We got to see. I do believe there's talent there. He would have been a first-round pick if he never tore his Achilles or ACL, I think it was Achilles, at his pro day. It's a lot of stuff up here. It's a lot of lingering injuries, hamstrings, all this stuff. He has never been healthy. I do believe Markel Manuel will have a big impact on the DB group itself. I think he's a player's coach. He got fired. He was a D coordinator. I think he's going to do big things, unlike, Corey Unlin. So we got to wait and see all that stuff. But like I said, this is pretty much, coming out here to get Nick's thing. Like I said, stay tuned, guys, because I will be putting in probably one of my next or 2 videos. I will be doing this again. He is the first winner, lucky number 1. But I want to do this more often. There was other people who entered as well. So if you entered and you didn't win, come back and do it again. I'll pretty much, in one of my videos, I would say in the comment section, put the hashtag Eagles if you would like to be in the Philly Talk podcast live stream. We do a little shuffle, pick out the hat, and if you are the name that I pick out the hat, you come on here and get on here and speak your opinions on the Philadelphia Eagles. And or hopefully if we get basketball season back and you're a basketball fan, we do the same thing. But
yo, Mike, what if I win again, bro?
You wouldn't get it. It's meant to be. It's meant to be, I guess,
I was just seeing if it was an option, doggy.
Yeah, I ain't mad at it. Bird Nation.
Yo, let me get your what do you think about Jason Peters coming back, man?
I love the dude a lot. He still can play at a decent level, but I got to see what Andre Dillard got. Like, I got to know what our future left tackle is going to be. We moved up in the first round to get him. He showed me at times against Khalil Mack and others, if you keep him on the left side, he can play. I just can't think about keep letting this first round sit on the bench year after year, and then we have to make a decision on his long-term future with us, and we're not fully sure. Again, he played really bad on the right, but he don't need to play on the right. He's a left tackle, let him play on the left side, and that's it. So it's interesting to see what happens. We got to wait and see. But real quick, Birds Nation 302, appreciate the super chat, my guy. And I just want to get to this. He said 70 people are in here. Smash that like button and push subscribe. Yeah, if you are not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. And also, if you didn't hit the like button yet, it takes a quick second to hit the X button, hit the like button, and come back and chat with us.
Smash it, Philly fan.
Cindy Jones is trash. Woo, Takeem Hilton coming out and saying that he's
Damn.
trash.
That's coming out his throat. Like I said to you, like this to answer this, I take Jason Peters back for this 1 year. Mike, I agree with you about Dillard. You know, we traded up to get him. You know, I really think he's going to be something. But honestly, I wouldn't mind if Peters can come back for, you know, fairly cheap. You know, one year deal, man. He can back him up or do something. You know what I'm saying? Like we can put him anywhere, man. You know, and it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, is all I'm saying. You know what I mean? But I hear you. I do want to give Dillard a chance. I don't want to redshirt him, man. You know, and your first pick, man. You know, it's ridiculous. So
yeah, and to agree with you, listen, when you talk the dollars on a contract, like if Jason Peters is going to come to the Eagles on a super team friendly deal where we're pretty much just giving him a veteran minimum, if he's willing to do that and or take a backup role, because you never know, injuries happen in NFL, especially on the Philadelphia Eagles. So with that being said, you never cannot have enough people who can help your team.
Sure, bro.
But
I don't know what it is, man. We got like the worst luck, bro. I don't get it till this day. I mean, just how last season, for instance, I just don't understand how that many even key players just went down. You know, like it was just crazy, man. Like I've never witnessed that, you know. And then to see Carson Wentz get taken out by Clowney and that, you know, which potentially we could have went to the Super Bowl maybe, you know. That was rough to watch, man. You know, it really sucks. But that was the other thing I want to ask you, Mike, too, Big. What would you think about getting Clowney on like a 1 year deal? If we could sign him between like 14, 16 mil, you know, are you down for that?
Yeah. I definitely would be. I wouldn't be mad if we don't get him. I'm not going to be mad if we do get him. I know people want to look at a guy like Everson Griffin, who we could probably get cheaper. He's got a lot of production too. So if you're talking Griffin on a cheaper deal, Clowney on that deal, I'll probably lean to Griffin only on a 1 year deal because we don't know how his mind is. Dude has some issues up there, but what can really go wrong on a 1 year deal? So it'd be interesting to see. But I do feel like if we get another pass rusher on here to rotate, start, however you want to say it, with the pressure we're going to get right up in the middle, it could be very, very dangerous.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. Griffin was definitely another guy I was thinking about too. I just think the whole Yannick Ngakoue thing is just too far-fetched, man. You know, I just don't see that happening. You know, I really don't. I mean, I guess it would be nice, but I just don't see it happening, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, of course, Yannick will be the preferred route. He's youngest. He's the youngest. He's the most productive. Dude is really good. He's really good, but
he's a beast, bro. He's definitely a beast. I mean, I was happy to hear that he wants to be here. So maybe it could have happened. I don't know. You know how Howie Roseman is. So, you know, sometimes he makes that magic happen. Sometimes you don't.
True. Brian Fuller, appreciate the super chat. I agree with you. Giants suck. But I do want to say this. A lot of people are saying about Jason Peters' knowledge is enough to sign him. I agree. But here's the thing. You can't sign Jason Peters if he's telling you while he's signing, listen, I'm coming here to play. Like, I want to start. Like, if Jason Peters is willing to take the backup role, willing to try to play left guard over Samula or just fill in any role he can if injuries come, if he's willing to do that, it's different. But if he's saying he wants to start and now you got to put your future back on the bench again to see how, you know, that's where it gets scary. You know what I mean? So it's not Jason Peters. His knowledge is there. His talent is still there at 38. But again, do we feel confident that he will take a team-friendly deal? Do we feel confident that he will accept a backup role? I mean, if the dude wants decent money and to start, it just most likely won't work out.
Right. Right. I mean, the thing I'm thinking about too. I mean, he's been on the market now for quite a while,
Correct.
and I I wasn't completely surprised, but I was a little taken back how no one really gave him too many offers. But apparently, I read this report earlier today that he's been holding out on other teams' offers because he has hopes to come back to the Eagles, and but I just don't know to what degree. Like you said, is he going to come in and want to play that backup role? Or is he going to want to switch positions or something? You know what I mean? Like maybe switch them somewhere in there, mix them in. I don't know. And that's the thing, man. It's like he is 38 years old?
Yes, sir.
Oh, but don't get me wrong. I mean, besides his false, I mean, last season, man, god damn, how many calls he have on him? But I'm not gonna knock him. He's a great player. He's an all-time great Eagle. We've been lucky enough to have him for this long, and I feel like what, man, if he wants to come back one more year, bro, let's just do it. It can't hurt us, man. It can't. The way I look at it, it really can't hurt us at this point.
Vic 3 says if Peters playing better than Dillard, it shouldn't matter who's starting. That's true. But what I'm saying is this, I agree. If they're both on the team, whoever's playing better should start. But here's the thing. Right now, Dillard's on the team getting paid this amount of money. To get Jason Peters on the team, you got to pay him. So again, if Jason Peters is talking to Howie, talking about, I love Philadelphia, I want to play, I still want to start if I'm better than him. Let me just perform in OTAs and preseason. If I'm better, let me start. But I'm going to take a team-friendly deal. It's cool. But if he's not going to take a team-friendly deal, you can't get it. You're not going to pay a dude who compete for a job, and it's a money thing. So who knows what he wants? But again, the longer anybody is out there on free agency not getting what they want, they're going to drop the price. The price goes down the longer you sit.
Right. I agree with that. Hold on one sec. Plug my phone.
Coconut 73. No, I did not see that, but I heard someone mention that to me too. I'm gonna check it out. But Vic 3, just off GP, I hear you though. Listen, if you could work the money out and the rollout, I wouldn't be opposed of getting him. But you got to work all that out. And like I didn't say here anyway. So if there's any females in here, I know Kara Pool's in here, but happy Mother's Day if you're in here. Happy Mother's Day, Kara. Hope you enjoyed your day. Quarantine.
For how long?
I'll give you mine 5 minutes.
How long?
We know what Jake Peters is. Let the young boy show or prove his mettle. I would love to get Clowney, but Eagles are top 5 in most hated teams in the NFL. Imagine games we lose off the BS calls. Hey, yeah, they don't cut us no slack.
Nah, not at all, bro.
Peters will just come out of every game making a young player get thrown without reps. And if he's a backup and comes out, we're screwed. Too old. I'll pass. He said you wouldn't believe the number of people who are Eagle fans in Orlando, Florida. Hey, we love Eagle fans all everywhere.
Rep it, bro. Don't matter where you are, as long as you a Philly fan, you cool with me.
Lawrence James, you right. Peters is a Philly legend. Protecting McNabb, bro. Listen, I love Peters. And again, there's certain guys, when Brian Dawkins left, it was hard. Brian Westbrook, it was hard. When D Nab left, even though he was getting older, it was hard. Jason Peters, it's hard. But again, numbers are everything. If Jason Peters is telling us right now he's taking a team-friendly deal and he's trying to just find a spot on this team, I'm with it. But I would need to hear that,
It's funny that he just brought up that McNabb and Peters, because I was actually watching a throwback film today from the 04 Super Bowl, man. And it was crazy seeing Peters back there with McNabb and T.O. and Westbrook.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was like, damn, bro, he has been, you don't really think about it like that. You know what I mean? Like, he has been here so long. And it's just, he is a legend, man, of our team for sure. So, with that being said, I can't, like I said, I wouldn't be opposed to not having him back for another year. So
Yeah.
I know he's old, but he can still, he's still got some game, I think. I think he's still got some juice in the tank. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
We'll definitely see. Victory said, with Brooks on the men, do you think we should look to bring in a veteran lineman in free agency? Right now, I think Matt Pryor can fill that role. I mean, Matt Pryor ain't nothing great, but we saw him come in at the end of last year and then last couple games and play up to par. So Matt Pryor is our swing kind of guard type player, and I do think he'll be able to do that.
You had to do it.
Not right now, bro.
Okay, you had to put it in my picture.
Oh, you got your kids too, bro. Look at that. It's not just me tonight.
Like that, and then like this.
Go ask Marvin. I don't know what you're talking about. I'll be done in a second. Shut the door. Shut the door. Shut the door. But yeah, so like I said, this was good. Appreciate your takes on it. Like I said, first time we decided to do this. Good stuff. And like you said, if you do end up starting a channel, look forward to hearing from you, seeing what you do, all that good stuff. Yeah, Nintendo Switch, man. He's playing Mario Deluxe. Loves that game. He plays them all.
Yo, kids in their video games these days, bro. iPads, man. My kids are all up in that, so I know how it is. But yeah, man, I appreciate it, bro. Like I said, I hope we can do this again. Even if hopefully I can get something going soon. It's all about my time right now.
Yeah.
I want to be able to like fully dedicate my time to a channel if I do it. I don't want to half-ass anything. But it was awesome, man. Shooting the shit with you, chilling, talking about the Eagles, and letting everyone else hear what's up. So, if we can do it again, you let me know. I'll be here, brother.
Definitely. Appreciate your time. And like I said, for everybody watching, he goes by Nick, South Philly kid. And like I said, he got on here by entering the contest, and hopefully this pushes him to maybe make his own content. And, if he does, we'll definitely get him on here again.
Much thanks to you, Mike. Like I said, man, supporting you since day one, bro. So I'll be rocking with you. Wish you the best. And let's go Birds.
Definitely. I'm glad to hear that fans all over. I froze my rear end off at Franklin Field watching Pete, Tim Brown, and Tommy McDonald, etc. Wow. That's, yeah. Can Pryor play center? I don't think not really. He might be able to. He's mainly our backup swing guard. He's serviceable player. He's not the best, but I think he can hold it down until Brandon Brooks will get back.
Yeah.
Which rookie do you think will have the biggest impact this season? Of course, it's going to be Rager. Rager should be able to get in and get some reps right away. And there you go. Lawrence James said, "Hey, Nick, keep us in the loop. We'll rock with you."
Yo, man, I appreciate that, bro. I really do. Thank you very much. Brian, thank you, my man. I appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, definitely. It's all love in the Philly community.
Man, this makes me want to get something popping even more, man. Like I said, I love just talking Philly sports, and it's cool to connect with people, man. You know what I mean? Like on another level like that. So I really, really hope I can get something going soon, man. So hopefully I can, man. So
Definitely.
Thank you, guys.
Victory said, "No love for." Come on, Kevon Wallace was my favorite pick, but I think when you talk about who's going to be productive right away, like I said, I see Kevon Wallace week 1, week 2 being able to play on big nickels. He'll be in some sub packages that Jim Schwartz has, but I see Rager being able to start as receiver week 1.
Yo, Mike, you know what I was thinking too, man? The other cornerback we got, Nickel Coleman from the Rams.
Yeah, he's gonna be our slot
I haven't
guy.
even thought about him lately, man. He gonna be all right too.
Yeah, he'll play. He's gonna get. He's probably gonna win the starting nickel spot.
That's what I'm thinking. What, him or Maddox or what?
I think I think right now you got Maddox and Cindy Jones trying to play for outside. You got Strap and Nicole Roby Coleman as your slot corner, your nickel spot,
Mhm.
and then you got Rasul Douglas who just restructured his contract and is pretty much there. And real quick, I do think Will Parks is a person who will play not only safety but also play nickel as well. So you got your rotation at nickel, you got your guys fighting for the outside spot, and you also got some of these guys who are versatile to play safety and or corner. But
Right.
Charles Smith
Right.
said, did Nick win the contest? Yeah, this is again the contest was a month ago. I've been slacking. So, but yeah, pretty much he
Me
won
and
the
you
contest.
both, bro. It's all good, man. It worked out. It worked out. You know what I mean? I know it's Mother's Day, so I appreciate everyone being here. I know if you got a baby mom or you're chilling with your family or whatever. So I just appreciate people, chilling. Yo, and that's what I was gonna say. Sleeping on Will Park, someone just said.
Yeah.
Now, I think that was a nice pickup, bro. I really do. I think he can do a lot. I really do. I feel like he, not just being a speedster back there, but I really feel like he can fill a lot of those roles that we're gonna need now that Malcolm's gone. Um, I mean, what do you think, Mike?
Oh yeah, listen, I think Will Parks is going to be able to impact this team right away. The fact that he can play safety and play the nickel spot as well, he's going to be able to be in packages. You got a bigger wide receiver in the slot because Nickel Roby Coleman is only like 5'8". So if you got a
Yeah, he's
bigger
small.
slot receiver, Jim Schwartz is going to have to go with his personnel and put Will Parks in the nickel spot, vice versa. But you will see Will Parks play many roles for the Philadelphia Eagles this year. Charles Smith, appreciate the super chat, my guy. Pick which Eagles hat you want. That was a bonus. All right. What's it? Murph DeKenzo, appreciate all the love, bro, on the Twitter and on YouTube. It's all love. Yeah, nobody harasses me more than she does. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it's all love, it's all love.
That's what's up.
We're going to have a top 5 defense. Hey, I ain't mad. I ain't mad.
For sure. If we don't, there's something wrong.
Yeah. Takeem said Will Parks was a nice pick, a solid pickup. He was no bum in Denver. I agree. And like I said, in Denver, he was used many different ways. He played a lot of safety in Denver, but he also came up and played that nickel. When he played against tight ends because he's a bigger physical kind of corner. He played against the bigger slot receivers. He played against tight ends. He can do a lot of different things for a defense. So I like it. And that's what I'm saying. Jalen Mills is now a safety who can play corner. Will Parks is a safety who can play corner. Kavon Wallace is a safety who can play that big nickel. Will linebacker. We got a lot of movable pieces. Shout out said, he said we're going 12-4. Joe Ostertag going to be a beast. That's my boy, Chris Long energy. Hey, that Chris Long energy goes a long way. Like we talked about yesterday, Chris Long wasn't a guy who puts up stats, but when he was on the field for the Eagles in that rotational role, he was productive.
He killed it. He killed it, man. I love Chris Long. I'm a huge Chris Long fan.
Yep, and Parks is a Philly boy. Definitely coming home. Hopefully he works out.
I like that.
Hopefully he works out this 1 year because it's only a 1 year deal. So hopefully we can get something long term with him if he works out.
That's what I'm hoping.
Will Parks is from the crib. He's gonna play hard. Oh yeah, he's gonna like I said, there's certain people that come to Philadelphia and automatically fit that mold. You got guys who, well, again, him being a Philly boy, he knows what this city's about. He knows how they get down. He knows the energy that we bring, the underdog mentality, the fact that you never can count the Eagles out, all that good stuff. And that's why I like a guy like Kavon Wallace, who's coming in as a rookie from Clemson with that dog in him, just, letting people know on Twitter, y'all going to regret not picking me. Let's go out there and ball out. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yes, he did. Anthony Wright. He took less money to come home and get these W's. But yeah, man. So like I said, it's really good doing this with you, Nick. We're gonna do this a little bit longer. But like I said, the chat, stay tuned because I will be doing in one of my next videos again. So if you're interested to come on here and speak your mind when it comes to the Philadelphia Eagles, make sure you have that notification bell hit. So when I put a video out, you know you don't miss that video. You get the hashtag Eagles, you know, pick your name out and bada bang, bada boom. Quick question though for you, Nick, though. So when you look at the schedule, if you honestly had to say the hardest game on our schedule to you, what would it be? To you?
You know what, man? One of my buddies asked me that question earlier today, and I really had a tough time deciding what, man. There's a couple, you know what I mean? I mean, I gotta be honest here, you know. I think Dallas trash, but when it comes down to it, you know, it's tough to win both them games, you know, every year. So they did improve a little bit, but you know, let's go. I'm gonna go with AFC. I'm gonna say maybe the Baltimore game. And the thing that kills me, man, it's like we can never beat Seattle. I don't get it. Like I can't remember the last time we beat Seattle, even when we're home. So that's a good question, Mike. Honestly, I can't think of one game, bro. I mean, what about you?
Well, I did a community post the other day, and it's actually up to a lot of votes, but the Niners took the pot. But let me see how it looks. I haven't looked at it in a while. But the post was, which game is the hardest game? I didn't put Dallas in it, to be honest. Do I think that it's going to be hard to win both of them? Of course. I think we'll split, to be honest. Dang, my phone just died. But anyways, the poll
Mine was dying too, man. I had to plug that in quick.
It was San Fran. It was in San Fran on the road. In Green Bay, in Lambeau at the Packers, at home against the Ravens, at home against the Seahawks, and at home against the Saints. There was the Saints, Ravens, Seahawks at home, and the Packers and the Niners on the road. And it got up to about 500 votes. And the last time I seen it, the majority of the people picked San Fran as the hardest game.
Really?
Yeah, that was the leading vote.
I could see that because it's at San Fran too, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, a lot of people are, you know, the Saints always give us issues. Like I said, Seattle. Like I said, man, I think the key to our season, man, is really getting off to a quick start. I think we can't get backed up like we've been doing lately. You know, I think we've really got to strike early as possible. You know, with the talent we've added and that we have, I think it's possible to win the first 3 games at least. I mean, we're looking at Washington, LA, and Cincinnati. You know, those are games we should win, you know, until we play San Fran on week 4. But my whole thing is too, like, I'm just worried because, you know, it's like, yeah, I don't know, man. It's tough, dude, because we always end up losing games. I feel like we should win. You know, it's funny how it works, but it's like I feel like the Bengals game we should win, but it could be a loss. You know what I mean? It's like it's hard to say, bro.
Yeah, so when I look at the Niners, this is how I feel about the 49ers. I feel like the way Kyle Shanahan and them, they want to run the ball so much. I feel like we're always a top 3 run defense. So I feel like we match up good against them. But again, their defensive line, their defense plays really good. They'll be home, so our offense will be, you know, getting all, you know, it'll be a lot harder to hear the signals. Their defense will be fired up. But I do think we match up good with them when it comes to stopping the run. But yeah, there are 5 games that is hard. And my thing, out of them 5 games, out of the Packers, the Saints, the Seahawks, the Ravens, and the Niners, we have to try to win at least at least 2 of them, but try to get 3 of them.
For sure.
If we
I
can
mean,
get if we can get 3 of them, the rest of it all falls into play, and we can hit that 11-5, 12-4, 10-6 area.
I'm laughing at this. Jason Mueller just stopping in to let you guys know you absolutely suck. Have a nice night, everyone. Go G-Men.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you better hope your Giants do good, bro. I don't. You better hope Daniel Jones does something good for you.
Let him get his 1
I don't
minute
know
of
about
fame, you know what I mean? Let him get his one little minute of happiness, you know? I
that.
always thought, like, listen, I mean, I know a lot of people come in and troll, and some people do it, like, real disrespectfully. Some people do it for fun, though, because I'm always cool about talking crap when it comes to NFC East
Oh,
opinions,
yeah.
because it's cool. It's all love. At the end of the day, if you're trying to talk football and keep it a buck, it's cool. We hate you. You hate
Competition, bro.
it's cool. But at the end of the day, I would never find myself in a Cowboys, Giants, or Redskins stream just listening to people talk about a team that I don't like. Like, I couldn't do it.
That's what I never understand, bro. I mean, it's not just you. Like I said, a lot of the other you know, my go-to Philly YouTubers, bro, like they had the same shit going on. I'm like, I don't you got that much time on your hands to be doing that? You know what I mean? I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. But it is what it is, man.
Hey,
To
skip.
me, it's all good because I'm gonna let the season talk. I'm gonna let my team do the talking for me. You feel me?
Exactly. That's it. That's all that matters at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, skip. He said, "You think Jason Peters is coming back?" At the end of the day, if the numbers were right, I guess it could happen. But my gut feeling is that we don't. We're not, my gut feeling is that we're not going to bring him back. I don't see it. Brian Fuller used to watch Philly 500, not anymore. This is my new home. Hey man, Philly 500 is that guy too. Like I said, I mess with Laura Brunson, Philly 500. You already know I mess with Gate City and Philly Fresh. I got a rotation of Eagle guys I watch and I mess with them. But at the end of the day, it's all love. The Eagle community, we stick together. We try not to have no beef, and like, it is what it is. They talk their Eagle, we talk
Philly
their Eagle.
500. He definitely. I like him a lot, man. I
Yeah.
really do.
But Brian Fuller, appreciate you for finding us, coming in here. Appreciate you. And Paul 44, I don't know if Paul 44 is in here, but he really appreciates you because now he says he's not the oldest in the chat. So he loves it. He's lovely. He's like, yes, somebody's older than me. Devin King, appreciate it. Everybody like and subscribe. Yeah, if you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that button. We talking Eagles and we talking Philly sports almost every single day. Do live streams a couple times a week. Get out some regular videos. Appreciate it. Trevor Williams would be a sneaky good pickup. Stacy, I agree. Listen, when we signed Trevor Williams, which nobody talks about, I have a video a while back when we first signed him. We gave him future contracts. So what that is doing is you're just giving him a future contract so where you can hold on to him. His problem is health. If he stays healthy, he'll have a shot to make this team. So he definitely could be. He can definitely pay out.
Sure.
They just know who the real team is. That's why they're on here listening and watching. I ain't mad. Murphy Kendall said, I watched Mike and Brunson. That's it. Hey, it's all good. Everybody has their own twist to it, But
There you go, bro.
And yeah, see,
Showing the love.
Paul 44 was quiet, but he's like, I'm here. I'm here as always. So yeah, man, Paul 44, you ain't the oldest no more. That's cool. He's like, yes. No, I'll talk the Giants have a great running back. That's the next best thing to Barry Sanders. And just like Barry Sanders, he's on a team that will never take him to the Super Bowl. Yeah, man. Got to feel bad for
I feel bad for Barkley, bro.
Yeah.
Saquon better get out of there soon.
Yeah. He does a lot.
Nah, I can care less, man. I honestly, I love Miles Sanders, bro. I mean, I think that was one of the best things to come out of last season, and obviously the draft. He really he became his own, I don't know, man. I'm just saying. I really think he's gonna be something, man.
Yeah, And I got to say, though, Barkley, I mean, Barry Sanders did it for a long time, though, at the end of the day. Barry Sanders was the legit. But I think Barkley's really talented. And at the end of the day, let me just say this to be honest. At the end of the day, I think all the NFC East teams got a little bit better. I still think, the Redskins and the Giants got to work on some things. But, that Redskin defensive line is going to be tough. It's going to be tough. And the Giants, for everything we talked about Daniel Jones, and he does fumble a lot, he's a lot better than what we thought a Duke quarterback would be. So we all got to see how things play out. And again, if the Eagles can just stay healthy, we'll be pretty dang good. But Rock the Artist, I watch all y'all always shout you out too, bro. But listen, we got a couple people in here. If you guys haven't checked out Rock the Artist, he does Philadelphia Eagles content as well. He also talks some stuff about the Lord. He says some good stuff when it comes to the Bible and stuff like that. So feel free to check him out. If you like what you see, you know what to do. I can only lead you to the door. I can't make you guys push the button. What do I say? I watch all your content creators, Eagles only. By the way, thought I was the oldest at 40. Woo!
How old are you, Mike?
28, 29. What am I talking about? I'm trying to stay 28.
Bro, I'm about to be 32 tomorrow, bro. It's almost my birthday, man. 3 hours.
Wow, look at you. 3 hours to dang. Right after Mother's Day.
Bro. 32 I'm getting too old, bro.
Boston Scott was a hidden diamond last year. Can't wait to see what he produces next season. Yeah. Listen, when we lost Jordan Howard, we saw the emergence of Miles Sanders. We also found Boston Scott. And he showed that he can play. He's a little guy, but he can play. He definitely can play. I do like what I see with there. I want to just make sure the Eagles have one bruiser on the team. I don't know if they're going to try to count Corey Clement as the bruiser. I think he's like an in-betweener. But, Michael Warren, Elijah Holyfield.
How about Holyfield, bro?
Yeah, he's a big dude.
His arms are freaking huge, bro. The dude just, when he stiff arms the dude, it go down like nothing. It's unbelievable. I was watching tape on him today, man. I was really curious. I hadn't really, watched much of him or nothing. And I checked him out, man. And I was honestly a little blown away, man. I was like, damn, this dude is he's a train. And hopefully in the NFL he can transfer it over. That's the only, thing we got to wait and see, obviously. But I was pretty impressed. I'm not gonna lie. So,
Stacy said, what do you think about our linebacker? I like Davion Taylor. I think he's real fast. He's a fast linebacker. That's what we did. We got speed at the wide receiver position, but we also got speed on defense. Davion Taylor is a fast guy. Jatavius Brown, the guy we brought in from the Chargers, is a fast guy. TJ, but I do think because of their roles already, I think TJ Edwards is going to start at the middle linebacker. You'll have Nathan Gary on one side, and then on the other side, you're going to have either Jatavius Brown or Davion Taylor fighting for that spot. I don't think Duke Riley or them are going to play, or even Singleton or whatever. I think it's going to be most likely Jadavius Brown. He's been injured a lot with the Chargers, so he's never really got a chance, but he's not bad. But that's one of our weakest links. But the way our defensive line is set up, we've always had a pretty suspect linebacker corps, and we're always top 5 in run defense. So,
yeah, I think Duke Riley is more of a special teamer.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I'm hoping TJ Edwards has a big season, bro. I think he can contribute quite a bit. So I'm hoping for a big year to him, man. Brian Fuller, thank you so much, man. Really appreciate that, bro. Really do.
The digital print house said Carson plus speed is all we need, brother. Yeah. I mean, that was one element to the offense that we lacked so much last year. So but some people keep saying just because they're fast don't mean they can catch, blah, blah, blah. I understand all that. But when you just have speed here, I'm not even saying that the person who's running the speed routes are going to do all the damage. Just him running vertical routes is going to open stuff up for Miles Sanders, for Dallas Goedert, for Zach Ertz. I mean, so many people are going to get off one-on-ones. Safeties can't creep up. A lot of good stuff happens when you can stretch the field.
Right. For sure.
2020 vision. He said Philly might go live with his people. Hey, pretty much 2020 vision. If you just come in here, a month ago, I did a video in the Jalen Reagor, KJ,
AJ Hamler.
Hamler. Yeah, in that video.
Hamler. There you go.
Yeah, that was actually where I did the contest. But the one before that, I pretty much said, if you want to enter this contest to try to be in the Philly Talk podcast live stream, put in the comment section, #Eagles. We had about 15, 20 people do it. And then in the Reagor and KJ Hamler video, I pretty much put all the names into a hat, shook it around, and pulled the name out. And whoever won would have got a chance to come on here and be a guest. Right now, he don't have a YouTube channel, but he's actually one of the people who's thinking about doing a YouTube channel. So with that being said, it's up to him if he really wants to. But yeah, he pretty much. And so the first contest he won. And the funny thing is, he's been watching me since like day one, like he said. But the very first comment he ever said to me was like, "Yo, good stuff. Like all the information you gave me or that you give." I've been thinking about starting my own channel, and this was like 8 months ago. So his first comment he ever said to me 8 months ago was that. And then, like I said, I thought to myself, let's do this. I want to get some of the people who will subscribe to my channel, who will be in the chat. I want to see if they want to come on screen and give their take about the Philadelphia Eagles. So I decided to do this, and the first person that won was a guy who actually kind of wants to do it on his own himself. So it's a real good start.
For sure, man. I like I said, I can't thank Philly Mike enough, bro. You know, I've been wanting to do this for a long time. Hopefully, I'll be able to. But for now, I'm just enjoying being on your channel, bro. So I appreciate it, man.
Word. Got some more happy birthday wishes from like Murph DeKenzo and some other guys. 101. But
awesome.
Yeah, so like I said, for everybody in the chat still, if you feel like you would like to do this as well, get on here to the side of me, this way, not the other way.
Oh,
and
a lot of people in this chat. Damn.
Yeah, and if you guys want
I haven't even been looking like the whole time. I just started looking like a little bit here and there. I'm like, damn, 80 people in this chat. There you go. Yo,
yeah.
I've been loving watching your channel grow, though, Mike. Like, you know, just from you going to like, I can't remember the old what your old channel was. It was like Philly's. It might have just been Philly Mike or Philly something. But then you made the Philly podcast, and I was like, yo, my dude's stepping it up even more, bro. And then, you know, dude, you killing it, man. So just keep on doing your thing, bro.
Yeah.
And like I said, I appreciate you giving me this opportunity and rocking out with your viewers and stuff. Like, I think that's freaking awesome, bro. So I'm glad I can be the first one to do it.
The Bull Philly, what is going on, my guy? Yo, bro, that's why I love your channel. You really connect with your viewers. Yeah, listen, when I do my regular videos, I want y'all to comment because I love your takes. When I do these live streams, at the end of the day, it's to talk to you guys and see what your takes are. If I was going to just talk to the camera, I wouldn't do as many live streams, but I love to hear your opinions, and that's why I want to do this more often too. So like I said, if you are interested in doing what Nick just did and come on here, and I think he did a great job. I like all his takes. I like his analysis. He got down really good with it. It was great. So if you want to be the next person on the Philly Talk podcast, make sure when you watch these videos, make sure you catch when I do have another contest. It's going to be soon because at the end of the day, I want to start doing these maybe if I can free time once a week with a different person each week. We still going to have our Saturdays, Gate City, Philly Fresh. We do that every Saturday, but maybe I can fit it on a Friday, a Sunday, a Thursday, one live stream with whoever wins the competition. Because like I said, give you guys a chance to come on here and not just put in the comments. If you have a strong take on any position, anything when it comes to Philadelphia Eagles, come on here and say your piece. Yes, and I'll never stop saying at the end of the day, at the end of the day, at the end of the day, I say that a lot. I gotta stop. I'm not, because at the end of the day, it's what I do.
At the end of the day.
At the end of the
Yo,
day,
that, and I always say it is what it is, bro. You know.
careful.
Yo, hold on 1 second.
Well, Carapul, it's hard because a lot of your comments are answering questions in the chat, so I never know if you're talking to me or if you're talking to the chat. Not for nothing.
Hold on.
But
Trying to find. Hold on 1 sec.
appreciate you, the Bull Philly. Well, yeah, so we're gonna get to the end of this. We'll talk a little bit more, and like I said, it was good having you on. Like I said, you know what you're talking about, and let's just go Philadelphia Eagles all day. Hopefully, the season plays because with MLB now kind of backing out again too. We know we still got a lot of time before football comes, but it's scary, man. They did the regular season. I mean, the reschedule release. They acting like it's normal, but who knows how far it goes. Um, that's why a lot of people were saying that they might have us play whoever's team you root for. You might play your AFC or NFC players. Like if you're NFC, you might play your 4 AFC games right away, because if they do have to cancel or they have to postpone the schedule, make it a 12 game season or something along them lines. It's easier to just say, okay, your 4 AFC games don't matter because they don't matter as much as your division games and your NFC games, because that's what's going to get you seeding in the playoffs. Hey, y'all crazy in the chat. You think there'll be a real battle for the backup quarterback position, or is it Sudfeld's job with Hurts being just a gimmick player?
Yo, that's a good question right there, man.
What do you think about it? Go ahead, let you take that.
I mean, I honestly think they drafted Jalen Hurts for a reason. I did hear something about there being a rumor about the whole pandemic thing going on lately. How next year the Eagles kind of feared that there might not be a draft or something to that extent, and that was another reason that they took Jalen Hurts this year in the draft. And I don't know really what that's saying, though. I mean, I feel like that's kind of really not putting much trust in Wentz. And, I know he has been hurt. He's been prone to injury, but that kind of is what it is. But, I don't think that I don't know. I think Hurts would be better than Sudfeld, to be honest with you. Like, he brings a whole different aspect to the game. But then again, you never know. You know what I mean? Like, we'll have to see what happens. It's hard to predict.
Yeah, pretty much. I think like if Carson would get hurt early, I'm talking early, like week 1, week 2, week 3, I think they would put Sudfeld in right away because he knows it. I think they would do more trick plays with Jalen Hurts then, but I think they'll go to Sudfeld first. I do want to say this though. Hurts needs to work on some things like his mechanics, being able to not just lock down on one read, but he does have all the physical talent. He's athletic. He can do this. He's a leader. There's things he can do that Sudfeld can't. It depends where we would need the backup quarterback in the season. If we're at week 7, 8, 9, and he's progressed, it's different than if we're at week 2 or 3 and he still don't know the playbook and whatnot, especially with this pandemic.
Right. Yeah, it like I said, I mean, it's
I don't know. The whole quarterback factory thing, I think, is I don't know what to say about that, man. I think it's a little ridiculous, but it is what it is. I think that everyone we have in the room is going to do their own thing, one way or another. They're going to contribute if they have to, and I'm not upset about it. Like I said, I'm seeing Eagle for life. Someone was just saying
Yeah.
they were comparing Hurts to Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes. That's what I was saying earlier, man. Like a modern Michael Vick type, McNabb, even, man. Even like an early on McNabb. But I see him being even more explosive than that. I watched film on him and I thought he was great. I really, everyone was knocking on him, but I know he's the second pick and all that. I know there's other things we could use, linebackers, receiver, cornerback, whatever you want to go at. But I don't know, man. I'm just gonna hope for the best, and I think Jalen Hurts can contribute one way or another. And Wentz is still my dude. Obviously, I'm rocking him right now. But it is what it is, man.
It definitely is.
Hope for the best.
On that note, the only thing that's left in the sports world right now is The Last Dance, and I do want to catch it. So I'm probably I got the thing where I can, watch a little bit, fast forward and all that stuff. So we're going to be ending this. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Show enough 215 said Hurts is not Lamar. He's a Trevor Wallace type quarterback. Interesting.
There you go. Okay.
Jalen Hurts also has an underrated arm. He's very accurate.
Oh, he's got a bullet. He definitely has power on that arm. I want Josh McCown back as a I would love to have back as some type of coach, some type of mentor to Wentz and the Eagles in general. But we'll see.
Definitely. So like I said, thank you guys for tuning in, and we're going to do this again. Hey, never know. He might be back on here, but it also might be one of you guys. So if you guys are into this thing, let me know for future videos when I decide to do that, because I appreciate you guys 100%. But if you want to say a little sign-off thing, and we're going to get up out of here.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I've been repping Philly Mike for a long time now, man. Probably since when he first started. And I've been rocking out ever since. I want to start a channel. Hopefully I can if I get some time off work, man. I've been really been on my grind lately. I haven't had much spare time, so it's been rough. But I appreciate coming on here. Hopefully I can do it again, even if I don't win the contest. If you want to hit me up, you got my number there. Let me know what's up.
Got
All right?
All right, and you know how we do. So until next time, you know what time it is. We out.
Hell yeah. Everyone subscribe and like my boy's channel. I'm out.